Hi, today we are going to see control statements. First, we'll see what is statements. See, every line that you type in a program are called the statements, right? So they are the instruction given to the computer to perform any kind of action. It may be a decision making, right? It may be any data movement, right? Or it may be any repeating actions, right? So every statement that ends with semicolon are called statements, right? So even if you type a C out hello world, it's a statement. Okay, if you simply give colon semicolon, it is called, sorry, not a colon, it's a semicolon, it's a null statement. Okay, right? And there are compound statements are available. What is called a compound statement? The compound statements is a statement that is starts with the block, right? The block means a curly brace. Okay, and then we have a selection statements like if and else, right? So when I want to execute a program, for example, main function, if in a main function, if I have 10 lines, all the 10 lines will be run automatically. You need not to do anything. But if I decide only this particular line should execute if this condition gets satisfied. If condition is not satisfied, please do not execute this line. If I go to such situation, then it is called what? Conditional execution. Right? It is not a sequential execution, it is called a conditional execution. So by default, it takes a sequential execution. Okay, but if you want to have a condition, right, it is called the conditional statements. What are the conditional statements that we have in C++? First, we'll see conditional statement. See, first let me tell you what is statement. Okay, a line that ends with semicolon are called statements. Okay, so examples even in the A equal to 10. This is also a statement because it ends with what? Semicolon, right? So what is called conditional statements? Conditional statements are, first one is if statement. Next one is if else statement. Next is switch case statement. Okay, first we'll talk about the conditional statement and then we'll go to looping statements and breaking control statements. Okay, fine. Okay, yeah, okay. And what is if statement, right? The if statement is used to express a conditional expression. Okay, we will see the syntax of it. Syntax of if, right? So if and then condition and if it is true, you can, if you have only one line, okay, you can have a statements here. If you have more than one line, if condition, then in that case you can give a block. This is called the compound statement, which has curly brace. Okay, right? So then what is called the if statement? The definition is okay, it is used to express conditional expressions. Okay, if a condition is true, it will execute the statement. That's it. Okay, but this will take only about the condition. It will not worry about the condition, anything other than the condition. Okay, I mean, though there is no otherwise option. Okay, if the condition is true, it will execute, otherwise it will not. Okay, so let me just open. Yeah, let's type the code for if. Now I'm going to check the program to check the person is eligible to vote. Okay, so first, as usual, I need to give hash include IO string and then int main. So I need to use a using namespace. So it's a int main. Now I'm going to ask the user to enter his age. So what I need to do, I need to declare, right, first age. Next I have to ask the user to enter his age. So I have to give cout statement, enter your age to check eligibility. Next, cin, I have to ask the age. Okay, and then I have to give if statement. If age is greater than or equal to 18. Here I have to use a relational operator. As I told you, relational operator will give you either true or false, right? True means it will give you 1, false means it is 0. Okay, so in my case, right, so here once it is true, I have to print. So if it is true, you are eligible to vote. Okay, right? Now I'm saving it. Next I'm going to give build and run. Okay, so it is asking me to enter the age. So I missed a semicolon here. Okay, now it's fine. Now it should work. Okay, it's asking me. So I'm giving 19. So I'm eligible to vote. Okay, but what about the other condition? If condition fails, okay, now let me just give one more cout. This statement will execute whether the condition is true or false because it is outside the if loop. Okay, so end of the program. Okay, so now I am going to give some false statement. Okay, so let me give 5. My age is 5. So it is not saying anything, it's just saying end of the program. Why? Because the condition is false. So it will think only about the condition. If condition is no, right, it is false, which means that line inside the if block will not be executed. That's the point. Okay, fine. Let me just do one more example. Now let me just comment it here so that I can use this one particular file for the next. So program to check the number 1 is greater than number 2. Okay, so hash include IO string using namespace std int main int number 1 comma number 2 Cout, enter number 1 and number 2. Okay, next I will give cin number 1, number 2. If number 1 is greater than number 2, so now I'm not going to give a block, okay, the curly brace. So I'm going to give cout number 1 is greater than number 2. Okay, that's it. Now if I run this code, it will ask me to enter the number 1 and number 2. So I'm giving 5 space let me give 6 space 3. So number 1 is greater than number 2. Okay, so like that you can check. So what are the conditions? So remember that it will check only that condition, it will not worry about the otherwise. If you want to consider the otherwise also, right? See, in this world there are some condition which has a binary statement. Okay, say for example, if the number is not even, definitely it will be odd. Okay, it will not be anything more than that. The head, tail, okay, day and night. If it is not a day, definitely it will be a night. Okay, so in those cases you have to use what? If and else. Suppose I want to find the number is even. Okay, how do I do that? We want to find the number is even. Okay, so let me just copy and paste it. Let me just comment it. So I'm going to give a number. I'm going to check whether the number is even or odd. So I need to use a operator. Okay, so if you have a good understanding of operator, you have to check modulo. The modulo gives you a reminder. Okay, now if I divide that number by 2, if my answer is 0, right, it is even. Okay, so the number is, instead of giving greater than, it will be what? The number is even. Okay, so it will worry about the number is even or not. Okay, it will worry about the number is even. It will not worry about the even or not. Okay, it will worry about the condition alone, not the otherwise condition. Now if I run this code, so I'm giving this, oh, this is not a good one. Let me just delete this and enter only the number 1. Let it be this one, why not? Enter number. So if I enter number 8, it's even, right? Okay, now I'm going to take care about the otherwise condition as well. Okay, suppose I want to find the number is even or odd. Okay, so this will take care about the otherwise condition. Take care about the otherwise condition by if else. Okay, if else is used to take care of the otherwise condition as well, which means it will handle the false conditions also. Say for this is if you say the syntax of if else, Okay, so it will be if, then bracket it will be a condition, and then some block, and then else. This also may be a block. So whichever is not true as per the condition, it will go to the else. Okay, now we'll do the same problem, the if, the even or odd problem, using a if else. See, if your problem statement says check the given number is even, that's all, you have to use if. So if the given number is even or odd, then you have to use if else. Okay, now we'll finish that. So I have to go to code blocks, yeah, if, and then now I'm going to give else. See how the number is odd. Now look at this. So if I'm entering in line, the number is odd. So it is taken care by if else. So you need to remember is if is used to check the given number is, that's all. The if else is used to check the given number is or not. Okay, the otherwise condition will be taken care. Now if you have a better understanding of the operators, okay, so you are supposed to write a code without using a modulo operator. Okay, so how to do that? Let me just edit this code. Okay, so how to do that? See, here I have a logic. Okay, so what is that? So I should not use a modulo operator, okay, to check the number is even or odd. So which is the best operator for me to use? I cannot use plus, I cannot use multiplication, I cannot use subtraction. What I can use? I can use either modulo or the division. Okay, if I divide the number, what I'll get? I'll get quotient, right? Say for example, if I give 8, if I divide that number by 2, what is the answer will get? Equal to 4. Okay, right? So if I again multiply that with 2, I'll get the same answer. The same way, if I take a 16, if I divide that number by 2, I'll get what? 8. If I multiply that number with 2, right, I'll get 16. But if I multiply 17, you know what will I get? 17 by 2. So what is the answer I will get? I'll get 8. Okay, so equal to 8. So 8 into 2 equal to what? 16. So it does not match. The same is 7 by 2 equal to 8 equal to 3, right? 3 into 2 equal to 6. So which means there is a mismatch between the input and the output, right? Here, if you see here, it is 8, what I given is 8, what I got is 8. Here what I given is 16, what I got is 16. Here I given 17, but I got 16. So when the input and the output which I got is equals, then it is called even. Otherwise it is not even, it will be an odd number. Am I right? So let me just do that. How to do /2. Okay, then I have to multiply that with what? 2. I should not give like this, I have to give inside the bracket. Okay, this must be equal to what? This must be equal to number 1. Okay, so So if it is true, then I can say it's a even. So if I give 9, which other number is what? Here I didn't use what? Modulo. Instead I used slash. Okay, so you have to play with the operators. Okay, and then one more thing about the if. Say for example, if I give something like this, if of 1. 1 means what? True, right? So this is always true. Always true. Save. I need to stop this. Okay, it always execute. Yeah, again semicolon only. Okay, now whether the condition is true or false, right? See, this is always true. Here you could see this. Okay, if you want to compulsorily execute, then you can be using this if of 1. We'll be discussing about how we can pass the Boolean value directly. Boolean value means what? True or false. Okay.